I know what you're thinking. The real sadness is that England-Scotland washout, no TGC video, no chop out. Well, hey, here we are. And you know what? It's brought to you by these guys.
Now delivering in 10 minutes.
That's right. Thank you very much to Virat and the boys, and indeed Big Basket now. Pezza, a washout. Oh, geez, we thought it was on, didn't we?
Yeah.
We thought it was on.
And can I be clear from an administration perspective?
Please be clear.
We are not going to do videos for other washouts, okay? We'll
Yep.
do videos as and when.
Yeah.
It suits us.
That's right.
Commercially.
In the words of Mumford & Sons, meet me in Tompkins Square Park.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. And we're doing a chop-out, Pez, for England-Scotland because, well, as I alluded to, half-time, 90, which would have been 109, end up.
109,
Oh,
DLS.
I was having a look, Pezza. I was having a look at it.
Yeah, were you?
It's the hope that kills you.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
England would have chased that in 4 overs, but they didn't get a chance to. So maybe
Yeah.
they would have won.
Well, Tompkins Square Park is apparently the voice. It's a park that is home to the voice of dissent. This is where people who want to dissent say things. So looking for, because we've got a few RTGCs that have come in.
How appropriate.
Yeah, indeed,
How
and that's why we're filming here here in the East Village.
A lot of people walking past as well, being, oh, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Setting the scene, Bridgetown. It starts with a rain delay. You've got a 55-minute delay due to a spot on the pitch, which is just on a good length. And I thought Michael Atherton did very well when he made it clear that while the rest of the deck looks good, the Scottish bats, and they did win the toss and elect to bat, would not want Jofra to pitch it on that length where they might be getting forward as they might receive one in the hooter. And you know what? When he said that, I tended to agree with him.
Well, he's got some experience playing in the West Indies, which, as we know, is just one country.
Yes, indeed.
Where he played in the abandoned game, where Alex Stewart, Butcher was batting, Atherton was playing, where balls were like popping off from like half volley length over their heads.
Not getting forward, but
so he was indeed copying him on the hooter.
Yeah. Anyway,
Different to a thumper. A thumper on the hooter.
He may have. We know one Aussie player did. During a one-day game once. Anyway.
Yeah. And the groundsman's daughter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. First thing, would England have done it? Do you think England would have done it, Higgins?
Yes, I do.
Yes, me too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
To be fair to Scotland, who did play well, and Matthew Mott said in the press conference afterwards that they were sloppy.
Scotland? That's harsh.
You thought they were unders?
Yeah.
You thought they were unders. The pitch did look two pace.
Yeah.
Adil Rashid bowls a pretty good final over. The 10th over, as it turned out, only went for maybe 7 or 8. Those two things linked? I don't know. Let's find out. But it did look two pace. Munsey and Jones opened the batting 40s each, getting to 99 and over. Would have been 109. They would have had to chase. England were sloppy. I think that is true. But you have to look at the matchups in batting and bowling then for the second innings, and I'm thinking, there's a few blokes there who could have got them over the line, I think.
Yeah.
Now,
there's a few 20-run overs.
That's right. That's right. When you see like, was it Munsey reverse sweeping Adil Rashid for 6, and it's like, a few England guys can do that, namely 10 of them. So yeah, England probably would have done it. You sort of get to the halfway point, and Scotland were in front of the game. That is true. Scotland won the game of the game that was played, but England are still a very good team, and they have bad players. But they didn't get a chance to show that they would have won. So in my head,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I think pressure on them.
Australia wins the Ashes.
Into what actually happened in the game. So I'm titling this "Jones takes down Jordan." This is just before Chris Jordan, just before the power play finishes in the 6th over there. Scotland kick off proceedings. They're going at a decent enough pace, sort of 8s and 9s. England are looking good. I got to say, like, Wood and Archer bowling there, they bowl well in this game. It was on a 2-pace deck. Like, there's a couple of overs knocking around where Wood's hitting 155s, Archer's at 148. Archer's looking tougher to play than Wood as well. And you think but people do sleep on England because there's nothing fun about them.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a very well developed white ball setup with intelligence, power, flair. And now with Jofra Archer playing at home in Bridgetown, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They look pretty good across the park to me, England. But yeah, like these Scottish bats, Jones and Munsey, like fair fucks to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Do you think being none down was part of a DLS thing, or they just wanted to be selfish out there?
There was red ink was being played for.
Yeah.
I don't think England really created opportunities, to be honest. I mean, it's so difficult to tell, isn't it, in that sort of environment. But you talk there about like England still look pretty good, like even though they've conceded runs in this game, half the game. But like England actually have the least interesting story of anyone. Like, of the teams now, like, is that a drive-by? Let's find out.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is like, okay, think of like the big nations, like if Australia win this one, they'll hold every major trophy at the same time, etc. India, they're just always a story. Pakistan's even a story. South Africa, New Zealand, monkey off back stuff. England, like England won one recently. They've got a very good team. They should have won more than what they have with this white ball, revolution that they created 8 years ago, whatever. And maybe they'll win this one. But it's not really that interesting a story. But you look at the players, first of all, a whole bunch of nice guys, exciting cricketers, almost every base covered. Am I into it? Not really, if I'm honest.
If you were, I was about to tell you to settle down. What you were saying before. No, you're right. I think Jofra is an interesting story, particularly playing the Caribbean, for how long he's been out for and how much he changes their side. Like, if you wanted to pick any criticism of the England side heading into the series or into the tournament, it was maybe a lack of pace options up front because we're used to Jofra not being around, and now it's like, it's high 140s and no one can get to him.
For me, it was when Bright and Carr got done. I was thinking, well, there's a story.
Indeed, and all the best to him because they can be difficult. But want now, get now, thanks to Big Basket.
Okay.
I just want to talk about Jofra.
Okay.
And I should say, sorry, just to go back a little bit there. Great over from Jones, taking down Jordan. Didn't even get to that point, by the way. He takes him for like 3 to 5 boundaries.
3 to 5.
And it's on both sides of the wicket, and it really makes it keeps Scotland in the game because until that point, even if they get rained off, they're cooked. And then he takes them to 50 from the power play. Then there's a rain delay at the 6th over.
It's a bit of a hard one when you see the Association Nations guys doing well because obviously anyone who's a fan of cricket, they see the Association Nations play and they think, oh, it's bullshit. I could play for the team. And then you see guys doing well against players that you know are world class.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, no, I'm still shit.
Yeah, exactly. You got Athers there going like, oh, he plays for X in county cricket or whatever. Yeah. And you're like, okay, they can, of course. You're like,
but
who couldn't, But but yes, want now, get now, Big Basket.
Sorry,
Jofra, homecoming for him, and he's like, in his spell, mate, and he bowls this over to Jones in the before the end of the power play, and it's like pace on, pace off, mixture of lengths. Jones, he goes for 2 runs or something like this, and on the last ball, he goes pace on short, and like it's only 148 Ks, and it absolutely clocks Jones on the shoulder before he's commenced the downswing from his back swing. He's so difficult to pick up. He is transformative to the England side. If he stays fit. Just how close he gets to the stumps, how late he releases the ball. It's just on you, and I just wonder if he, again, it's all subject to his fitness, but like. It is a homecoming for him. He's from Bridgetown. He played there today, but he's got himself up for this series. It probably means more to him, and in the Liverpool sense, where it means more.
Yes.
And they've done quite well. But I don't know. I don't want to sleep on him as an important player at this tournament.
There was also a nice moment where, I think, kids from the school that he went to were also in the ground.
Now you're getting kids involved.
You're getting kids involved. And it's like,
in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
No one's suggesting anything.
No. And so I do like that. I mean, that actually, you talk about stories, that actually is a really good story.
Yeah.
It's funny how, he's just playing.
Yep.
And
hey, Archer's back, yeah.
Yeah, Archer's back and he's playing.
Like he's just had a calf or something.
Yeah. Are there just whispers because they're worried that he's going to go again with the old elbow there? I don't know, but geez, I can smell weed knocking about. Unrelated to the professional athlete. I'm just telling you what I can smell in Tompkins
Square Park. Now we need to explain,
Yeah, let's be clear about that.
When you walk through anywhere in New York, it's just pungent with the smell of weed.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, he goes, points shared. I'm calling this one points shared / cats pigeons. So,
mate,
we're in a World Cup.
Cats pigeons.
Yeah, cats pigeons.
Favourite stuff.
It's like they've shaken hands in the emoji style, and they each take 1 point from the game.
Yeah.
Does it open up the group in any way, or does mathematics essentially rule this out?
If you're a cricket fan, i.e. a virgin, every single person will have LJ enjoyed that one. every single person would have been like, okay, what does this actually mean? Because like if they have another washout, does that, and then Scotland win their other games, there's just, as ever.
That just goes to show, like washouts can hurt you in World Cups.
Yeah, as was Australia's case apparently that time last time out. No,
But what you don't want the washout against a real easy beat.
You know, so I'm looking at this from an Australian perspective, Pezza, as is my want, and I'm just thinking, okay, now Australia will know not to take Scotland lightly.
Yeah,
and so
we won't. We won't take them lightly.
They've already played their hard game, their big game. Now, like, so what does it mean now if England lose against Australia or Australia beat England? And then there's another washout. Are we talking cats amongst pigeons? Yeah. Pigeons being fluffed up by cats.
Yeah. Are we talking about pigeons being fluffed up by cats?
Yeah.
That's a really good point. That's a very good point. I don't know.
Pigeons fluffing cats.
These groups are so confected for the correct teams to progress that I am now like, except for my team, I'm like.
Australia's
if there is a big team that doesn't make it through, that is that's Royal Commission areas for any team.
Also helps whoever's on that side of the draw as well.
Yeah, but washout. Yeah, exactly. But washouts are.
Mate, can I be honest with you? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't.
I reckon the viewers didn't know that until now.
Now there's a bloke who knows what's going on.
He hit 3 to 5 boundaries in that over. I think I said that.
Cats being fluffed up by pigeons.
And that's the best thing that's been said on this video.
I'm a cricket fan because I'm watching this YouTube video. I've just been called a virgin.
Yeah.
They're talking about smelling weed in Tompkins Square Park.
That's right. A cat finding the genitalia of a pigeon and fluffing it. And that, as an analogy for them shaking hands on 1 point each. That's a cat jelking off a pigeon.
There's blokes throwing the old pigskin around.
Oh, nice.
It's a whole Americana scene going. No. What I mean is, like, I don't know what's going on because like there's feelings like there's 85 games in this tournament. I thought I figured out with the draw and the Super 8s and the seeds and whatever, and now there's a rain delay and like the games are on different times. My team hasn't started playing it, so I'm not really invested emotionally. There's the New York element to it. There's Dallas. You know, Nepal just now had fucking an amazing game against the Dutch. Great scenes out there, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. And that's my feeling of the World Cup so far. And now we get a washout against Scotland. They play kind of well. And I'm like, what does this mean? I don't know what fucking any of it means, mate.
And is that okay, or do you think is the expectation that we should know?
Oh, okay, yeah. Because in my life, I think it's okay, but people have actually come in, they click the video and think, fucking hell, boys, any danger.
But if you're clicking the video going, I'd love to learn more about the washout between England and Scotland, it brings you back to the question of hard drives.
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying? So, if you do want to know more about the game, you are admitting your own sexual activity. Okay. Hashtag AskTGC.
Looking forward to the clip coming out today.
Yeah, hashtag AskTGC. I'll just put it out on Twitter actually.
Okay.
Michael Murray says, if Australia beat England on the weekend, how important will it be for them to throw the game against Scotland? Now we're talking.
Muzz has done it.
So Muzz has done it. Now, again, there will be a knock at his door. But it's not bad.
Reasons.
Australia might have to throw a game.
Yeah.
Black sock style.
All of a sudden, this World Cup has just got very interesting for the first time.
Yeah, indeed. Matt says, will you be dancing to the rain gods during Scotland-Australia? So Australia's onto this.
Yeah.
They know more than us.
They know more than us.
Yeah. Armchair Critic says, possible knockout of England or Australia because of this washout. Darts Vader. Will England trot out the line? This is all part of the plan. No, less McCullum influence in this team as well, and Stokes.
Like Matthew Mott, very successful coach, obviously took Australian women's team to the highest of highs, and that's the only downside I can see from this perspective of this result, because I want him to do well.
Okay. Lucky says, why don't we start playing on wet fields? What's the worst that could happen?
Mate, okay, a spot on the pitch, and I've got a bloke in comments talking about Hooters being knocked off.
Yeah.
And it's like when there's a wet spot on the pitch, that's when umpires think, you know what, okay, now this is all about me.
Yep.
I like that Walter White meme where he's like, no, this is all about me. Charlie knows what I'm talking about. That's what umpires think anytime there's a wet spot on the pitch. Now I get to control when we do and don't play.
Well, do we also say, just like
let the boys play?
With wet fields, some may say, like, well, people would trip over. You know, people might do an ACL, they might do a knee, but are we basically saying, like, that's what physiotherapists are for? You know, that's where injury prevention management comes into play, or an opportunity for the economy of sprigs to develop.
Yeah.
You know, I need my my ACL preventing sprigs because we're going to play on a wet deck.
To be fair, we know some of these bowlers are elite bush horses. We've seen in the jumping races, the jumping events, they break a leg off to the glue factory.
Yes.
Could that happen if someone lands wrong? Yeah.
We could just open up and play on skis.
I feel like I'm getting high standing here, man.
Yeah, second hand, for sure. James says, why did the ICC schedule a World Cup of fair weather sport during hurricane season? Probably is hurricane season.
Probably is,
Kim Jong Pissarro says, how glad are we the IPL lasted 8 weeks and into June for the World Cup to take place during hurricane season. Hurricane season going on.
Yeah, all right.
Does the tournament need a rainy season playlist? Says Best Girl. Here we go.
Yeah.
Moral Stuff England, we'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to click show more replies. Honestly, I haven't seen this.
Let's get into the real stuff.
No, this is James saying, why is cricket so stupid? Could have played a full game by now. The ICC are controlling the show more replies button.
Do you know on that, like I know, like they went off the field and Scotland had batted 6 overs. Like the new rain was coming. Surely, like at this point, you go, okay, isn't it 5 overs maximum amount of time a game? So
England
10 overs total. Like just get them off the field, let England have a go. You're much more likely to get a result. Anyway, I don't know. As we know,
they come back, they go at 10s, they make 90. In case you want to know what goes on, they make 90. England have to get 109.
Oh, completely normal stuff.
Yeah, really.
Super easy to understand.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think we've done pretty well here for a top out for a Washouts game. I hope you're enjoying the World Cup and the things that are happening in it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know I have enjoyed this increasingly. I'm getting hungry for some reason. But thanks as always for joining us here at TGC. Click subscribe. Thanks to Big Basket now. We'll be back for the next game. Hey, you know what? We're actually heading out to the ground tomorrow for India Island out at Long Island there. So we'll be there next time you see us, I think. Thanks as always for getting behind TGC. Hey, by the way, live show tickets. NYC, Ravi Shastri, greatcricketer.com. Come and see us if you're in New York. If you've got friends in New York who want to come along and see us live, Town Hall Theatre, June 10, Ravi Shastri, special guest. Tickets at greatcricketer.com. We'll see you guys on the internet in 8 seconds. Bye.